listen to me, now you, now me, now you. So there's this really nice back and forth, but you do lose that let's jam a blues or whatever kind of feel. So right off the bat, there's a ton of musicians in St. Louis that are full time. I could probably name half a dozen in a second that do this for strictly for a living. There's few organizations, namely the Blues Society, has been just outstanding on helping musicians, both full time and even and part time too. And KDHX is helping with, new formats for advertising, online performances and things like that. So it's been wonderful. I couldn't ask to be in a better town. I always say that St. Louis is the best, but I got to tell you, through this pandemic, whatever you want to call it, it's really, making that statement truer and truer every day. And I would say to somebody right now that is just starting out during the pandemic or is just started prior to all this, one is if you can find somebody to do online person-to-person lessons, it's going to be hugely beneficial to you. And second to teaching yourself is remember one thing, it's not hard. To learn anything, it's not hard. All you need to do is put in the time and the effort. And number two, no matter what level you are, you have something to offer musically. If you're learning an instrument, guitar, doesn't even whether it's guitar or not. To me, it's same as doing a watercolor or a sculpture, and you're just starting out. You still have something to offer, and by keeping that in your mind, even though, hey, I might only know 2 chords, but what can you offer with those 2 chords? You have something you can offer with those 2 chords or that one scale or whatever. Keep those things in mind, and I think that helps you along the road if you don't have anybody there personally to do that for you, to help you personally. So.
And so one of my ideas that I've been thinking about a lot is there should be a way for people to get fresh produce delivered from local farms. Through my studies, through my time studying abroad, through my experience working with a community garden in St. Louis, I found that the agricultural system is extremely broken. Not only can you not get fresh produce at grocery stores, but it travels hundreds of thousands of miles. The companies that handle the produce spray artificial coloring, artificial ripeners on this produce, and it's, first of all, it's not tasty, it's not nutritious, and it's not good for the consumer. The best reason why it was so great to be together is because you kind of develop this sort of like momentum, and you see other people working, and you kind of build off of each other's enthusiasm. So I know, like, whenever I walked into a room, no matter what time it was, whether it was like 10 a.m. or 11 p.m., and I saw Ben and Spencer like grinding away on this thing, it made me extremely motivated to do the same. And so there was the communication aspect, there was the fact that we had nothing else to do, and then there was that kind of shared momentum, and all of these allowed us to basically come up with an idea at the beginning of June and then have a product ready to offer to St. Louis by the beginning of July. The on-the-ground marketing really consists of just reaching out to basically everybody we know in St. Louis, every single organization that might have some sort of vested interest in distributing information about our service to their clients. For example, we basically created like a contact list of every single yoga studio, every single like coffee shop, basically reaching out saying, hey, like we think your clients might be interested in our type of service, would you be willing to promote us? So my idea was basically, why don't we create a virtual marketplace that takes local St. Louis farmers and basically congregates them all on this one platform, so that if people want to order fresh local produce, they can go onto this platform, they can shop from different farmers, and they can get the produce delivered directly to their door. Yeah, it turned out to be a lot more complicated than we originally thought, dealing with different farmers and their inventory management, trying to figure out how to handle seasonal variability. To me, the idea always seemed like greater than it actually is. Like there's this huge barrier to entrance. Like what does it even involve to develop a startup? But once we started talking, we figured out, all right, we have one person dealing with the finances, we have one person reaching out to farmers, we have another person doing research. It's really not that, it's not that crazy. Like we can handle this as college graduates. We don't know if we're going to be successful, but it'll be good learning experience. The main rationale for starting in St. Louis is we are familiar with the place, familiar with the people, and we wanted to give back to the community. Before expanding, before thinking about any other cities, we want to provide the people of St. Louis with this fresh, local delivery service for produce, for meats, for cheeses. We feel this commitment to the people. Look, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Everybody has their own preference. Some people like going to the farmer's market, some people like going to the grocery store. We want you to know that this resource is there for you, that you can have local fresh produce delivered extremely conveniently to your doorstep if you want it, and I think that we want to emphasize that this isn't only about the convenience. It's not only about the taste. You're also supporting local farmers. You're building local economies. You're cutting down on carbon emissions. Our organization is called Find Your Farmer, and you can find us www.findyourfarmer.com. So that's what's up.
All right, guys, and we are back with Brent Lewinstein. He is an amazing magician. If you caught him just 15 minutes ago, you would know how amazing his magic is. And let's continue the show. Let's continue having fun. Let's continue celebrating small businesses in St. Louis with some more magic. Let's see what happens.
All right. So we're doing another routine, I guess, right?
Yes, sir.
I have to perform. It's a pleasure, it's an honor, and I'm just joking. So here we go. These are marked cards. You know how to tell they're marked? How do you tell? See, they say marked cards. They have these edge marks on them. Very unique pack of cards. They don't spell anything. I'm going to run through the cards one at a time. And I need you to say stop as I drop through the cards. You ready? Yes. Okay. Say stop. Here goes. Ready? Mm-hmm. Let me start. Okay. Stop. Right there? Yep. Okay. That's great. Okay. Watch. That's your card. Okay. Card. Okay. I'll show it to the camera. Okay. Both cameras. I'll look at it in your glasses. I'm joking.
No, it's fine.
All right. I'll lose it in the pack. Now watch. Most magicians shuffle the cards at this point, right? They shuffle the cards and then find the card. I do something different. This is called the unshuffled shuffle. And what I mean is I take the cards, divide them, and give them a perfect unshuffled shuffle. And if you look at the marks, it says unshuffled 4 times. 1 time on top of the other. I'll do it again. Amazing. It's pretty amazing. You do that.
I can't.
This is like impossible. It's a joke, sir. Calm down.
You told me to inhibit my reactions, so I'm inhibited.
What? I told you what?
What? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I didn't tell him anything. Another perfect unshuffled shuffle. Watch, watch, watch. I'll take the cards, and I'm going to do this perfectly for you. Divide them and give them a perfect unshuffled shuffle. You know what? Here's the deal. When it's humid out, it affects this. Watch. Here goes. Unshuffled shuffle. Look at the marks. It says unshuffled twice. 1 time on top of the other. Isn't that cool?
It is really cool.
Yeah, I'll do it one last time. One last time. Thank you. One more time. Another perfect unshuffled shuffle. Here we go. Watch, watch, watch. You're not going to believe this. And it says unshuffled one time in large letters.
That's impressive.
They're getting bigger.
They're getting bigger.
Yeah. Now, in the beginning, I showed you all the cards were mixed up, right? Take a look. I've actually unshuffled them in order. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades.
Nice.
Isn't that cool? Thank you. Thank you. One minor detail, the card, I won't find it face up. I'll find it face down, okay? What was the card?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
It's a Jack of Hearts.
It was?
It was.
Jack of Hearts?
It was.
Cool.
You found it.
But even better, thank you, even better, watch where it says unshuffled. Watch where it says unshuffled. Watch the marks. Watch, look at that.
That's crazy.
It says Jack of Hearts. Is that cool or what? Thank you.
Magic is my favorite. You are amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Good magic is the greatest. It's unforgettable. So, yeah. So are we doing more?
Yes.
Okay, we don't have a host. Where did the host go?
Vic Parcelli, everybody. Vic, come on in. We ad-lib here.
Yeah.
There's the camera.
Where's the camera? Look
Calling
at
in
it.
from that beer. Who happens to be
Here, maybe. And Brad, we're watching you. You're just great.
Thank you. That I really appreciate it.
So what's next?
How can you see me with that big pole, that pillar there?
Well, the chair had wheels.
Gotcha.
So I wheeled it over here so nothing would be.
That is so great.
Vic
Can you
has
imagine
X-ray
putting
vision.
that? Brilliant.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Nothing like it.
And then they just slice bread.
And then they just.
Oh,
All right, Brad,
So,
what's next one?
Let's. Oh, you want something cool?
Yeah.
Oh.
no, that was
I
cool.
mean,
back
sliding
then.
in, love sliding in.
Yeah.
Except now they're unmarked cards.
Now they're unmarked. Sir, I can handle this. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right.
What's next?
This is really cool. You're fine. You're fine. Watch this. Okay. Hold out. Let me see if I can do this. This is a normal deck of cards. Now I give cards out sometimes, so I might be missing one or two. But go ahead and just do this. Name a card, any card. First card that comes to mind.
7 hours.
Okay. Now I put that down before you said anything, right?
Yes, you did.
And you could have said anything, right?
Could've.
Watch closely. This is amazing. Okay? Watch. You see the 7 of hearts?
Went by pretty quick. Went by really quick. No, I didn't see 7 hours.
Guess what? I did that on purpose.
Oh, that must be the magic.
Yeah. I put that down before you said anything.
You did.
And
You
you
did.
watch closely. Make sure I'm not going to change the card. You said 10 of hearts?
7 of
I
hearts.
thought you said 10. You said 7?
7.
7. Look at that. Yes,
Wow.
7 of hearts.
Unbelievable.
Nice.
Now watch us. Watch. There's the 7. We'll put it there. Okay. Just take one as I go by. Just take one as I go by. Take it out. Take it out. Take it out. Turn it over. What is that? 7 of hearts. 7 of hearts. I thought that was a 7. Turn over the real.
What are you doing?
Turn over the real side. Turn it over. Turn it over. No, look in my pocket right here.
Yeah.
My pocket. I will.
Okay.
Look. Look. Look at that.
Let me guess.
7 of hearts. Yeah.
Brad, very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me ask you.
This is not Q&A.
Oh,
Go ahead.
The question was, is this Q&A?
that was my question.
Yeah.
He
Is it
knew,
Q&A?
he really is magic. He knew the question.
Sure. Ask me.
There's so much magic going on. You know, like I watch Fool, Penn and Teller every week.
Yeah.
What
is he talking about? No, I'm joking.
Where do you see yourself doing this in the
In the
next
mirror.
5 years or so? Just you in the mirrr. Crowds get bigger every day, don't they?
No, they're it's getting thinner. That's actually that's a great question. Any other questions? I perform at a lot of corporate events, so more and more corporate events nationally, I think.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe professional speaking, talking about doing the impossible.
Oh,
Yeah, because magic is kind of doing the impossible.
sleight of hand just absolutely astounds me.
I want to see more.
Because
That's a-
and you're
that's a
taking away
special
from
sort of
me.
sleight of hand.
Seven of Hearts. I mean, when did you know you could do this?
Well, when did I know I could do it? I don't know. That's a great question.
As a kid, right?
I started when I was like that tall.
5 years ago.
Let me do my one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think we're on that time. How did you find you? How did you get you at her function party?
www.brentlowenstein.com. My last name has 3 E's in it. So L
Not
O.
together.
I'm sorry?
But not together.
Not together. Yeah.
Until he shuffles.
That's funny. That's good. LOEWENSTEIN. And my number, 636-537-3900. You can look me up online. Just type in magician, St. Louis, Brent. I think it might narrow down the results if you put best also, just best.
Best ever.
But yeah.
All right. Thank
Awesome.
you so much.
Sure, you're welcome.
We all know there is no city quite like St. Louis. Revitalize was founded to be the champion it deserves. Our mission is to promote and strengthen revitalization efforts for the city of St. Louis through public education, civic engagement, and community events. By working together, we can make St. Louis a place where innovation and history walk hand in hand. To learn more, sign up for the Revitalize mailing list on our website, or become a member and receive exclusive access to Revitalize's online community and special events. Spring into action today and become an integral member in revitalizing St. Louis.
We're not on mute. Are we on mute? Not on mute?
No, you're good.
We're good. We're going to go ahead and start on over. So, Larry, go.
My name is Larry Cohn, co-founder of NextScore with my business partner, Jim Shelby. We're here to introduce to you the nextcore.com/powered. If you are a business owner, have a viable product and service, and have been generating revenue, this could be for you. Have you felt like you aren't where you want to be? Have you felt like you could be doing more in your business? Then we introduce Powered by NextScore. Jim, what is Powered by NextScore?
So, Powered by NextScore is literally what it's out. We take the power of the NextScore family of companies along with strategic partnerships that we've developed and really help fill in the gaps, bridge the gap, add the missing pieces to whatever the formula is for your business that you may not have. We've got the team already assembled and ready to go.
We invest in you. We invest in your business. If you feel like you don't have enough cash in certain areas, we invest in your development, and we invest with the team of resources at NextScore to bring your business where you already knew it could be. Visit thenextcore.com/powered for more information.
And this is so hot, the fire department is coming right now. Can you guys hear the sirens?
You're gonna go on.
That means it's
after
legit.
a 2-minute video.
Stay tuned for more. Small Business Independence Day.
Maybe just recap the hour. You can talk about Brent Magic. And it's just kind of a leeway into the next hour, essentially. And you have
You're still on?
Yeah.
Back
So
to
what's
you.
LAX Hut?
that
I think
is
we're off. But I'll wait for
Lacrosse
someone to come and tell me.
Hut
We're just looking to
Village.
do this.
It's a apparel design,
Hey, we're out.
apparel sports, design essentially. They do screen printing. They
I want to say, last thing I want to say, please, no set tripping, okay? We might have some outsiders to try to challenge what we're doing, but we are here for peace. We're not fighting fire with fire. We fight peace with fire. And they gonna understand. So no set tripping, man. Keep it safe.
Good evening from NextCore Studios, or the studio at NextCore, I should say, in St. Louis. I'm Vic Porcelli as we wind down our 3-day St. Louis Small Business Independence Day celebration. Celebrating small business, showcasing, highlighting small business, showing you people that have taken a situation where their livelihood may have been taken away from them completely and pivoted and used that experience and knowledge that they have to do something else and do something else successful. And I know I keep harking back to it, but I love the mutt balls story that we read. Yeah, because it's just somebody who spent time working in a restaurant. Joda is her name, Joda Viveros, who worked in the restaurant business. Restaurant let her go or whatever. She lost her job in the restaurant due to coronavirus. And then she discovered Nona's mutt balls. She had a talent for making nutritious, delicious stuff for your dog. And now that business is booming. And I really hope we see her, Jen, on Shark Tank. That'd be cool. And she also runs Tempo of the Dog Rescue. She's got 9 little, beautiful, cute little puppies that she wants to get adopted. So if you want to get in touch with her, go to either Nona's Mutt Balls or Tempo of the Dog Rescue in St. Charles on Facebook. Either one will get you there. How about Brent the Magician? He was awesome. You know, sleight of hand magic is something that I just absolutely love to be involved in and close up like that. And he picked out that 7 of hearts, then made it disappear, then made it come back. He's great, you know. So look Brent up too if you need a magician for a party, something that is happening with you in your life. Leverage Dance Theater. They practice, rehearse together all the time in a studio, by the way, that's very close to where we are here at NextCore in St. Louis. The coronavirus took that away. Then they had to rehearse and perform separately, and somehow they synced it all up and it was all perfect. They did a great routine for us. I tell you all this because you can go back and watch the stream over again and look at all these stories that we brought you, all these success stories, all these people who wouldn't let a pandemic get in the way of their success, and they made sure that they pivoted, and they made sure that they kept things going and used the knowledge that they had for one business and turned it into something else. Small business, that's why we're here. That's why we are showcasing different small businesses in St. Louis. And we're also finding out that St. Louis is a wonderful community to do something like this, where you find out that people who do what you do may not actually be a competitor, you know? And it turns out that we're all in the same community together. We all help each other out, and people are doing that all around St. Louis. And we certainly thank everybody for being involved today and everybody that came by to visit us. You know, I don't want to forget Luke Roberts last night from Dynamo Wrestling, who professional wrestling, he's keeping it alive. You know, you remember Wrestling at the Chase. He's keeping all of that alive with Dynamo Wrestling, and he's going to let us know the next match. And we're going to drop on by and say hey and see what's going on there. All right, coming up in our next hour, we've got a lot of good stuff. STL Surge, Everette Dean. We're going to talk to the Graffiti Girls, who have a boutique, who had a lot of their stuff destroyed for whatever reason, and they are not letting that slow them down. They're going to open back up. They're going to get back on the horse and ride, and they're going to make sure that whatever happened isn't going to stop them forever. And that's kind of why we're here, to help people like that, showcase people like that, and showcase small businesses like that. Another small business is Lacrosse Hut Village. Lacrosse is getting hotter and hotter around the country. You know that. And if you're on a lacrosse team, if your kid's on a lacrosse team, and you need equipment, apparel, anything to do for your lacrosse team, that is who you'd call LAX Hut. Let's hear from them now in the St. Louis Small Business Independence Day celebration.
But I have learned that small businesses, mom and pop shops, companies that don't make over $1 million a year to begin with, really aren't helped, to say it lightly. You have to kind of struggle for yourself, whether that's income, whether that's business income, whether that's the red and black of your business, whether that's personal funds that you need to survive, whether you got to take them from your business or do your best to find another job during this crisis. It's been rough. It's been hard. We're not giving up no matter what, me or my partners. We've had to alter our focus. We've had to really look deep inside and out into the public, basically, and get a good handle and see where we can fill in, where we can help. Everybody and their brothers doing masks and whatnot. So what can we do? Well, we keep struggling, we keep fighting, we keep looking for little things that we can add into. That's really about it. The development will come hopefully afterwards, once things start to slowly kick back up. We do our best to try to bring awareness and funding to not only companies and organizations, but teams, clubs, that sort of thing. We use what we like to glorified fundraiser, basically, what we like to call a Return to Grow program, where we produce at no cost to the team, organization, or company merchandise in the form of t-shirts, hats, aprons, pillows, cozies, whatnot. And we sell them for them around the globe, around the world, wherever we can, and they get part of the profit.
It's to keep teams open, it's to keep youth organizations growing and going, and it's to help other small businesses kind of fill a little bit of extra black into their funding. Where we see ourselves now is helping as many people as we can. Now, obviously, you got to keep your doors open, but as a small business owner, if we don't help each other as small businesses, nobody else is going to. We're stuck with trying to advertise, trying to draw people to you, trying to figure all of that out marketing-wise without the funding to go to experts, to go to specialists. So where do you focus your attention on your development? I'm not getting any money. Are you guys getting money? If you are, please let us know. Let us know how you did it. We're struggling to keep open. That's really all I can say, other than maybe a shout out to every small business out there. Let's get together, even if it's just on a blog or a forum or Facebook. LHV Gear Nation. We originally were designed and created to assist small teams who can't get the help. We try to give them funding, sponsorship, support. We do this around the globe, actually. Places like Denmark, who we sponsor the entire country, by the way, to try to keep as much sports going as possible for the youth and for their communities. We've assisted in helping out, or we're working on Nepal, Barbados. We've helped small teams like New York, Rochester Bats, local schools even. Again, the whole purpose, let's help each other out, community, socially, individually. Right now in this world, everybody needs a helping hand. Let's all do that. All right, well, see you guys later. Hopefully we'll see you on the website. And if you need help, let us know. We'll see what we can do, right? Bye, guys.
Hi, my name is Kalia Collier, owner and general manager of our very own women's professional basketball team, the St. Louis Surge. And this has been quite the turbulent time as we've continued to navigate COVID-19 and this global pandemic. But all we've done is continue to surge forward. I have to be honest, it's been quite the roller coaster of emotions, of contingency plans, of trying to figure out what we do next. But my entire mantra has always been the only way to move us forward. And after really reassessing, we're not going anywhere. We launched the We Will Play Again campaign with 314 Together, which I was incredibly proud of because it not only showed my commitment as the owner and general manager to our players and our staff, it showed our commitment to our fans, our sponsors, and our community that we might not be having a 2020 season, but we're going to be right back at it in 2021. For all of our Surge fans and people who are just finding out about the Surge, visit us at stlsurgebasketball.com. Follow us at STL Surge on Facebook. Follow us at STL Surge on Instagram. And more importantly, go rock the 314 Together Surge shirt. This shirt not only gives you an opportunity to rep the Surge brand, it gives you an opportunity to support our community. With the St. Louis Surge Impact Fund, all we've done is continue what we couldn't do on the court, we're doing double off the court. And that's what I'm so proud about our staff and our organization is the Surge brand represents community. The fact that we're redefining winning through our community impact hasn't changed. Though we're not having our 9th season, we're gearing up for our 10th anniversary milestone of what will be 2021. And what I encourage everyone to do in this time and what I have coached myself to do every single day is to stay positive, find that silver lining. It's going to be challenging, it's going to be tough, but the only way to move is forward.
Hi, I'm Everette Dean, and I live in St. Louis, Missouri, originally from Chicago, Illinois. So I've been playing in the St. Louis area for about 13 years. I'm originally from the Chicagoland area, and I just find that the St. Louis area is very warm and welcoming, and everybody's just so friendly and kind. And likes to get together and work on projects. So it's very wonderful to be here.
Honey pop, honey pop, honey pop, honey pop. I just want honey pop. It's okay. Honey pop, sugar, honey pop.
So I kept myself motivated by writing new songs, and actually, strangely enough, I've been actually getting in touch with nature more. I've been going out fishing, and by doing that, music has been coming to me more because of all the nature and the beauty that I've seen, and just looking at the positive end of things and not the negativity of life. So I've been actually listening to a lot of Beatles stuff, a lot of Beatles music, and getting some songwriting ideas from them, and trying to get nitpicking everything so that I can learn how to become a better songwriter. Especially John Lennon and even Paul McCartney's solo albums, which I never honestly really liked before, but until recently. I've also been reading a lot of positive books, things that have to do with the Bible and the future of events. So it's been helping me get through this COVID. My content has definitely evolved in many new mediums. I've been working on new genres of music. I actually started writing a new style called hip-hopabilly, which is a mixture of rockabilly with hip-hop and electronic music. So it's a very neat project and a cool concept, and it's just been evolving from there.
So this next song we're going to do is a song from my album called 10-Foot Pole, and the song is called Traffic.
1, 2, 3, 4. Going down the road is just another trip. Trying to get involved and win my heart flip. Oh, baby, when I get out, I put at ease. And the whole body shaking with your knees. I'm getting ready. hard to say. Keep on your road, I'm just thinking going slow. Gotta get away from traffic.
So this next song we're going to do was a song that was originally done by a rhythm and blues artist by the name of Big Joe Turner. Bill Haley in the comments also did it back in the 50s. But we're going to do Elvis's version for you right now. Actually, it's not Elvis's version. It's our own version. A song called Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Way down there, baby, to wash your face in the hand. Way down there, baby, to wash your face in the hand. If it broke my baby, so I'm hungry in my head. I live so sorry in the dead night. I live so sorry in the dead night. With a heart burn, place to my heart to go. Well, shake that, shake that, shake that, well, shake that, rainbows by the same time.
Hey, my name is Larry Cohn. I'm co-founder of NextCore. I'm here with my business partner and also co-founder of NextCore, Jim Shelby. And we are at Claymorgan's Landing, downtown St. Louis, right on Laclade's Landing where St. Louis was founded. Do you have any idea why we're here today? Or have you been down this alleyway before?
I've never been down this alley, but it's a great view. It's a great view of the arch. And I noticed that all the bricks are stamped from 1901, which is really interesting. But you shared a story before we got here.
Yeah, so when I first moved to St. Louis in the 1970s, I was down this alleyway and lots of bars, if anyone remembers Lucius Boomers in particular. But what I didn't know then is this alleyway, Claymorgan Alleyway, was named for Jacques Claymorgan, who was a Haitian immigrant, came to the United States with his roommate, Jean-Baptiste Dussauvel, who ended up founding Chicago. But Claymorgan was part of a wealthy group of African Americans in the mid-1800s who were free. And they were part of something called the colored aristocracy of St. Louis. At his height of his career, Jacques Claymorgan owned 850,000 acres throughout St. Louis. But how it relates to small businesses today is that he started a business called the Missouri Trading Company. And he acknowledged that this was going to be a risk, and he was afraid of losing his wealth. So I'm standing here with my business partner, and we've been business partners for 10 years and have a really trusting relationship, which is what you need to have. So Jacques Claymorgan decided to trust and put lots of his land in the name of his mistress called Esther. We don't know what Esther's last name is, but it was his mistress slash business partner. Well, it did end up that the Missouri Trading Company did go under, and Esther decided instead of giving the land back to him that she would hold on to the land. And the short or long story of it is a lawsuit endured for 2 generations between Esther's heirs and Claymorgan's heirs in trying to get the land back. So if you're trying to skirt the law and protect yourself by transferring assets to someone else, just make sure you know who you're trusting their assets with.
Are you referring to me as your mistress on camera?
Mistress business.
Will you guys please walk away holding hands?
You want us to walk away holding hands? I'll totally.
I do want you to walk away though.
Coming? That's really cool. Those bricks are as old as you.
Hi, I'm Heather Herndon, and this is my business partner.
I'm Jacqueline Foster.
We're Graffiti Girls Boutique. We're located in Bevo Mill, 4532 Gravois Avenue. We got started mainly because I had lost a job and reached out to a couple of people to start a business of our own. As the business grew, I met Jackie, and we decided that we wanted to go into business together.
So have you guys been closed down? Are you planning a reopening? What does the future hold for Graffiti Girls?
So we closed down the day March 17th was.
Yes.
Yeah, March 17th we closed down. And we have been closed. We were just getting ready to reopen last week? Or
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
And basically we got looted and was unable to reopen at the moment. So now we are starting over again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. So were things stolen? And
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And
Clothing.
windows broke, and the whole loot
The
scenario.
door was shot. They shot the door.
Oh wow.
You can see the bullet marks in the shelf at the very front. Yeah, it was.
They tore up the gate. We had to get that, or I actually had to get it back together where it can lock again.
They were throwing clothes over the gate and jumping over and then pulling them out.
There's video floating around somewhere that we had. Yeah, well, we retrieved the video from a very generous neighbor, but yeah, it's floating around somewhere. Seeing all of these people jumping over the gate. Oh my goodness. We are in the process of waiting for a bid from the alarm company.
Of course.
And I did call them. Yeah, I called them today, so there's.
No, we have alarm. We have the alarms. The cameras.
Yes.
Will be working. So.
Yeah, the cameras will be working, and we will have a security buzzer at the front door.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as the buzzer gets put in, we will be open.
Are you going to be taking appointments or still allowing street traffic, or is there any like changes in that front?
I think we're gonna just be allowing street traffic for a couple of hours. We're gonna probably put a limit on how many people actually can be in the boutique, of course.
Sure.
And you have to wear a mask. It's just for our safety and yours.
Well, it's good that you sell them.
Yes.
We also sell them.
We also sell them. Unfortunately, right now they're not in the store at the moment.
Those also got looted, but we're getting more.
We got more, yes.
So is there a type of, like, how would you describe your product and your apparel choices to the world?
Product and apparel, we appear to everybody. We have a lot of things that women want, from short sets to blouses to jeans. We have variety. It's for everybody.
And you also have men's clothing too.
Yes, it's men's and women, and then now we're introducing children.
Oh,
so
cool.
we
You
do.
got a little girl over there.
Yeah, we do
We'll
have
get a
children.
shot of that up close for sure.
We got some boys' clothes coming in.
Yes, we do.
And we have decided to kind of change it up, make it a little bit more, how do you word this properly? A little bit more
Urban
sophisticated and urban.
Yes.
Cool.
We need urban and then we need business, so
Right.
we're getting both. Yes.
Okay, ladies, real quick before we go, let us know how we can find you online.
Okay, so we do have a GoFundMe that's set up. If you type in Graffiti Girls Boutique, it should come up. We're also on Facebook with the Graffiti Girls Boutique, and it's also connected to our Instagram. We do have a website that has just been set up. Jackie just set it up. However, we are in the process of still adding to it, but it is Graffiti Girls Boutique at GoDaddy.com.
Welcome to Studio Element. Here, we care about helping you get the body and mindset you want. Everyone is unique, and our long list of certified trainers are ready to custom tailor your full body routine. Being an independent gym, we offer one-on-one support that the big gyms can't rival. Studio Element is positioned to support the St. Louis community at an individual level. Looking for a free consultation? We got you covered. Fill out our brief online form and a trainer will help kickstart your path to personal satisfaction. Come join our community and see the results for yourself.
I love St. Louis. It's been a great place for me to develop as an artist. I have found a lot of support within the artist community and built an amazing network over the last 15 years, and it's been a great place to be an artist. Hi, my name is Jessica Dana. I'm a makeup artist and a hair and wig stylist. I also do face and body painting. My company is Human Art, LLC. Some of the projects that I was working on previous to Corona was I did some Amazon commercials with Coolfire. We also did some commercials for American Orthodontics. I was at the All-Star game face painting the staff for the Blues hockey. I worked on a short film about Luther Ingram. He's an artist from St. Louis. I was also working with the Winter Opera, doing wigs and makeup. lot of face painting for festivals and events, a lot of photo shoots for fashion and photographers locally. For me, I already had skills of hairstyling in a salon, and I had been out a couple years focusing on my contract work, but people were protesting haircuts, and so I decided what better time to go back into the salon. I found an amazing salon in Maplewood, Amber Sky, and it seems like it's going to be a perfect fit for me and to build back to what I used to be as an artist doing contract work, and eventually I think it'll be good doing both at the same time. So the Corona experience has been heartbreaking for all of us. It's been very hard to watch everything cancel, reschedule, and then cancel again. The last 3 months have been the slowest times I've had since the beginning of my career in 15 years. But the phone is starting to ring again, slowly, and I'm getting little pieces of work coming in slowly, and I'm very hopeful, and I know that everything's going to turn around, and it's just going to take a little bit of time. Events will take longer than some of the other things to come back, but they are, and they will, and we will be back to normal eventually. So I'd like to put a little emotion into this art. Corona's been hard, but we're all recovering so amazing. But I'd like to show a little emotion along with the people.
We all know there is no city quite like St. Louis. Revitalize was founded to be the champion it deserves. Our mission is to promote and strengthen revitalization efforts for the city of St. Louis through public education, civic engagement, and community events. By working together, we can make St. Louis a place where innovation and history walk hand in hand. To learn more, sign up for the Revitalize mailing list on our website, or become a member and receive exclusive access to Revitalize's online community and special events. Spring into action today and become an integral member in revitalizing St. Louis.
You guys are just playing around with scooters now.
Hi, I'm Anita Rosamond. I am a singer, performer, pianist. I've been here for 30 years after leaving Nashville. I'd like to say during this pandemic, I've learned to really, really appreciate being in the music business, and I've got an early start in my life. I started performing live when I was 15 years old. Since I have been away from the performing part of it, I've just really appreciated it more. Even though this has been very tough on a lot of us, all of us, I've found myself finding inspiration in a few songs. And sometimes I'll just find myself singing, "Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright." You know, small businesses, in my opinion, is what makes this country the greatest country in the world. And we're so fortunate to be Americans. And St. Louis is so supportive of one another. We are there for each other, even in the worst times. In the best of times, in the worst of times, we're there for each other. So as artists, you know, a lot of times we have to figure out a plan B when the plan A doesn't work. So during this pandemic, we were really fortunate to have some establishments work with us to where we could do social distancing concerts, which people would just, you know, come out on the parking lot, bring their chairs, and be part of the live music. Really been great. And here's another song that has been playing over in my mind during all this craziness. It's a Diane Reeves song, one of my favorite jazz artists. It's a fun song, very uplifting song, and it makes me happy to sing it. And it's called "Today Will Be a Good Day," because you gotta make it that way.
A song called "Every Day Is Gonna Be a Good Day."
Good evening! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to see you out here today. In the sweet light of the morning, when the sun begins to rise, I was awakened by some singing of birds just flying by. You know, they were telling one another, today will be a good day. Gonna make it that way. I got myself to greet the day. I'll thank the good Lord for what He's made. I'll make my bed up, have myself some coffee. Read the newspaper to see
God gave me a will and a voice. Said, Anita, you're gonna make a difference with just one choice. You know the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Ooh, as long as I'm living, I'm gonna take a stand. Gonna tell you, say, and let me hear you say, today will be a good day. Gonna make it that way. Sing it, everybody. Gonna be a good day. Lord, a good day. Gonna be a good day. I'm gonna make it that way. Gonna be a good day. Lord, a good day. Ooh, a good day. Wouldn't happen any other way. Now, whether it's good news or just news, today will be a good day. Gonna make it that way. Bring it down, boys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. I don't entertain boredom, don't entertain pain, no room for depression, don't wanna complain. I've seen heaven, I've been through hell, so many stories I could tell. I'm gonna do my best with what I got. I've lived so long, I know a lot, I know a lot, I know a lot, I know a lot. Come on, oh, we're gonna spread the good news, yeah. Gonna spread the good news. Oh, well, 'cause I've paid my dues. Oh, today is gonna be. Oh, today is gonna be. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 I said today. That's what I'm talking about. It's gonna be a good day.
Hi, I'm Twin. This is my company, Twins Red Carpet Auto Detailing. Can't wait to book you for an appointment.
Call 314-391-9100 to reserve your clean.
Hi, my name is Dustin Crumbaugh, and I am a dancer with the Big Muddy Dance Company, and I am their Director of Educational Programs. I have been performing with the company for the last 10 years, and we've had a really interesting time navigating all of the changes that have come about with the pandemic of COVID-19. As a dancer, it was kind of scary to watch this disease make its way towards us, and I'll never forget the day that the news was delivered that we were going to have to shut down our operations. And at the time, that was really scary for us to consider that we wouldn't be able to do what we thought of as were our jobs. And it definitely ended up being this really amazing opportunity to retool the ways that we approach our work and reevaluate our relationship with the work to make it deeper, more effective, and still be able to engage with our audiences and also engage with our students and keep cultivating an appreciation for dancing and what we do in the community, and thanks to our virtual platforms across the nation, across the world. In the way of having to suddenly dance and train at home, it forced a lot of us to pay attention to ourselves differently and experience our work differently. In a lot of ways, it gets harder to put into words, but I definitely look at dancing as something that gives a great deal of meaning in my life and a day-to-day existence, well beyond now what I thought of as a job or a career. As we're starting to reopen and come back to more performances and more engagement with people, I've been increasingly more excited to share the sort of tools that I've been honing as a dancer that have helped me dance more freely, more pain-free, and adapt my dancing to different and interesting circumstances that have come up through this time in quarantine. On the other end of it, those experiences have allowed me to cultivate new ways to cue and deliver instruction while teaching. We revamped all of our educational classes to be presented online through Zoom, and there was a learning curve. It was challenging. Much like live performance, it's hard to teach and communicate dance without face-to-face interaction and with the chemistry of being in a room with somebody. But that allowed all of our teachers to figure out different ways to talk about dance, to describe it, to still be effective for students as they get feedback. And we also took that into the online streaming platforms that we're using as a subscription service for people to still take class and experience new classes that they may be too intimidated to take in public. They can get an introduction to it at home. They can still foster their appreciation for it and their understanding through what we're providing through these new services. And now here in this studio, we have the opportunity to combine both of those ideas. We are allowed, thankfully, to have a handful of dancers and a teacher in the studio, and with some equipment shuffling around, we're able to broadcast those classes so we can still reach much further to other dancers for whom it may not be safe for them to come into the studio, or we may be too far away or inconvenient. As a dancer, it's been this really amazing time to look at teachers and companies that I would never get to experience as a dancer and take classes with them online, and the exchange of ideas that is happening all over the world with dance at the moment only enables us to spread those amazing ideas to our community and to people all across the country who may or may not be aware of us. They might find us just on social media through a hashtag and decide to come take a class, or they might have a relationship with another dancer, or our director has brought in a network of dancers that he knows from other companies to come take class. We can meet new people, we can see how they dance, and we can grow our own education while we grow our own platforms for training, and we can pass that on to many more students in our community. it's really amazing and beneficial to have an Independence Day for small businesses in St. Louis. But in our case, our survival and our tenacity that we take as independents has been fostered by the teamwork that we've experienced with other organizations and other events that have come through to show support and show that we matter, and all these businesses are so vital to our community. And this is the perfect way to show that St. Louis is so capable of navigating very difficult obstacles and showing that tenacity can put you out on top. Tenacity and creativity can put you out on top.
Hi, so I'm here with Reagan. She is a young entrepreneur really looking to get ahead of the St. Louis community and really help out, give back to the community around her. Reagan, would you like to introduce yourself, introduce your small business and your mission in St. Louis?
So I'm Reagan Dorch. I want to start a business so I can get ready, have the experience for when I get older to manage my money without spending it on stuff I shouldn't be. And so, yeah.
So what are some things that you really like to do? Maybe it's not that, the spending side, but in terms of giving back or what your mission is, what do you want to provide?
Well, I really love, even if I don't get things out of it, I love doing things, even if it helps the community or others. Like right now, I'm going to do a charity project. So I'm going to paint something and then I'm going to put it on eBay. And I plan to use the money that I make and give it to the animal shelter or a hospital, and then put some of it into savings.
That's awesome. And so what about an animal shelter really kind of sticks out to you?
Well, I know I've always been really excited. I've always loved animals. So whenever I get animals, I like going to animal shelters because that's obviously helping the animals and even helping the animal shelter owners so they don't have to take in care of as many animals. And so most of our animals that I remember have come from the animal shelter, and the last pet I got ran to this one animal shelter that wasn't a great one. Like they didn't really get let out. They would poop in their cage, and I always felt bad, so I've always wanted to help with the one that I got my dog from, and not just that one, but others. So
that's awesome. And so, why painting? Are you a painter? Do you like to paint? And if so, what's your medium? Are you kind of an oil on canvas kind of guy?
I love painting and drawing. I've been doing it for about 3 years now. I go to a lady in Illinois. Her name is Paulette Todd. So she does painting, drawing, and clay, I believe. So I like doing oil pastels and then black and white drawings with charcoal pencils most of the time.
That's awesome. And so, I'm very excited to see the painting. Once you make it, I'm very excited to promote it. Once it goes on eBay, I'll be sharing it around. And I would imagine the St. Louis community will be there to champion you and champion your voice. Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to say, maybe to the viewer? Maybe, would you like recommendations on what to paint? Maybe you already have an idea of what you're going to be painting?
Even if you can't do something big to help the community, even picking up a piece of trash whenever you go to the beach or something, anything really helps. And so no matter what you do, anything really helps the community. So I would always say, always try your best to keep the air clean and try not to litter. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Reagan. This has been a blast interviewing you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You too.
All right, here we go. All right, so this is a sneak attack.
All right, so I've got a young lady who is nervous, and we're gonna go over and just start talking to her and see how she does, because
she's a business owner?
Right there looking at us. She's an aspiring community leader. We're looking right at her. Now, can we flip the script?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
We're gonna go talk with her. Stay tuned.
Yes, you do. So this is Madison.
Hi, Madison. Say hi to the fans at home and supporting Small Business Independence Day. What do you have to say?
Hi.
What's your take on kid business owners?
I don't know. I know, so my school, because I live in a small town, they offer a lot. We have an ag program, so a lot of the kids in the ag program have their own businesses. I mean, I know kids who own like dairy farms and like run their own dairy farm, and it's amazing what some of the kids can do.
What would you do if there were no obstacles and you can do anything you wanted to do? What business would you start?
I'd probably run a veterinary clinic because I like animals a lot, and I talked to my mom about fostering a little bit because it's something that my cousins do, and they ended up keeping both of their animals. Hopefully I could bribe mom into doing that.
What's your favorite animal?
Probably dogs, but I mean, I have 2 cats, but dogs are my favorite just because there's so many different types of dogs and so many different things that they can do and what they like and stuff like that.
Would you be okay fostering a spider?
A tarantula I'd be fine with. I'm a bit iffy on spiders. Other spiders, not really, but tarantulas are cool.
What about a duck-billed platypus?
Yes!
I've always wanted to say that on camera. All right, hold on, let's talk. Do you know anything special about the duck-billed platypus? They're the only mammal that lays eggs.
Oh, I do know that. I forgot about that.
See, I'm surprised you forget things. You're very smart. So you want to own a veterinary clinic. Lots of people want to work at a veterinary clinic, but you want to own one.
Yeah.
Why? Why own?
Probably just because I get to hang out with the animals more. I could just like have a special little room where I sleep and just hang out with them like 24/7.
Very cool. You know what I think we should do? I think we should have a veterinarian reach out to NextCore. Phone number is 314-635-0500. And someone should take Madison and bring her into an intern program so she gets to work at your facility. She'll clean the dirty stuff, it's fine. But she gets to come there and learn and work with animals. Would you enjoy that?
Yeah.
All right, so can you just look at the camera and say, please?
Please.
Okay, all right, so somebody please reach out. 314-635-0500 and help Madison achieve her dream of owning a veterinary clinic that maybe someday you can work at.
Woo! Support small businesses in St. Louis.
We need to be a lot closer.
Yeah, not to each other, to the camera.
My name is Larry Cohn. I'm co-founder of NextCore. I'm here with my business partner Jim Shelby. We are on 10th Street between Chestnut and Pine in downtown St. Louis, and we're standing in between 3 stories to tell the history of Bell Telephone Company in St. Louis. Just to my north of here is the original Bell Telephone building, which housed the operators, where they connected the calls that way. Bell Telephone, they outgrew that. So we're celebrating St. Louis Small Business Independence Day, and they outgrew that. They built this shiny new headquarters in the late 1920s, and this was the home for Bell Company of Missouri, later Southwestern Bell Telephone Company, and then in the mid-80s, they built what is still today the tallest office tower, not only in St. Louis, but in the state of Missouri, as their business grew. But what they didn't forecast was how things were changing and adapting, and they didn't adapt with the new digital technology. And about 20 years after this building was completed, it stands vacant today. So join us on July 9th, 10th, and 11th for St. Louis Small Business Independence Day. Take your dreams, take your passion. This building is available. This could be your new corporate headquarters, but more importantly, stay with us as we share stories of grit and resiliency in the St. Louis business community.
I have nothing to add.
Welcome to Studio Element. Here, we care about helping you get the body and mindset you want. Everyone is unique, and our long list of certified trainers are ready to custom tailor your full body routine. Being an independent gym, we offer one-on-one support that the big gyms can't rival. Studio Element is positioned to support the St. Louis community at an individual level. Looking for a free consultation? We got you covered. Fill out our brief online form and a trainer will help kickstart your path to personal satisfaction. Come join our community and see the results for yourself.
We all know there is no city quite like St. Louis. Revitalize was founded to be the champion it deserves. Our mission is to promote and strengthen revitalization efforts for the city of St. Louis through public education, civic engagement, and community events. By working together, we can make St. Louis a place where innovation and history walk hand in hand. To learn more, sign up for the Revitalize mailing list on our website or become a member and receive exclusive access to Revitalize's online community and special events. Spring into action today and become an integral member in revitalizing St. Louis.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us for the St. Louis Small Business Independence Day celebration over the weekend. It was a real honor for all of us at NextCore to be able to showcase so many great businesses, artists, nonprofits in our community, and to share that things are probably more alive than ever before in St. Louis. And
yeah, can I jump in real quick? It's funny that in times of tragedy like this, so many people step up, and it is, for me, the best part about this weekend was seeing the people that chose to make the pivot, seeing the people that chose to make the change, adjustment, and do something great, while others, and this is not a derogatory statement towards anyone that didn't make it during this time in their business, but a lot of people tucked tail and ran. A lot of people said, you know what, I'm going to go do this or go do something else, but a select few. And I think there was more in St. Louis than anywhere in the country. And those select few decided to really dig in and go for it. And that's what I was so excited to see, is those individuals and their business and what it meant to them to be able to dig in and go for it.
Yeah, and if you are a business owner and you feel like you could use some guidance or you just have some questions, feel free to reach out to us at thenextcore.com or give us a call at 314-635-0500. We are here to support small business owners like yourself. I also just want to take a moment and thank the incredible staff that helped produce this. We had Levant Entertainment, Gabriel Beard, Jen Carter, Iron Man Studios, and of course Iron Man Sound. Sorry guys. And then of course our staff here at NextCore that put in lots of long hours. So
our host,
Vic Porcelli.
Our host with the most, Vic Porcelli, the voice of St. Louis, in my opinion.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, so if stop by. I think we have something special that we're offering to St. Louis. It costs $1, Jim.
Yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. We believe that co-working is alive and well and has an opportunity to thrive again. So what we're gonna offer is for $1, starting Monday, come co-work with us for the rest of July. Larry, if you need to take that phone call that you just got live on the air, we can do that.
That could be.
Okay, it's fine. Somebody's calling in right now to co-work. We also have some offices that are open here at NextCore. So $400 gets you an office of your choice for the next 2 months, $400 a month, and then it goes to regular price after that. But now is the time to get together, lock arms again with the community, and go for it. Larry?
Yeah, so just, don't let your dreams die. Stay true to your passion. And again, thank you to all the business owners, artists, nonprofits that participated today. And again, let us know at thenextcore.com, NEXCORE. We'd love to help. We'd love to sit down and talk and see if there's a fit for you and for us.
Yeah, and one last thing on that, and I just want to, I don't know if this is a disclaimer or whatever it is, but we only have the ability to help a handful of businesses right now. So if you are in need of help and you apply and your business for some reason isn't chosen, I do want to let you know that we'll still try and get you pointed in the right direction. It is not a no, it might be a not right now, but we will do everything we can to get you directed towards someone that can give you the help that you need. But if you are one of the chosen few, if you are one of those chosen businesses, we look forward to working with you, and we look forward to igniting you to the next levels of your business.
Yep. If nothing else, stop by for the next month. It'll cost you $1.
Yep. Vic, over to you.
Really stood out to me tonight was you talk about pivoting and you talk about taking something that happened and turning it into something else. And this is a situation where it wasn't actually what she did. I'm talking about Joda Viveris, who worked in the restaurant business, and her business was shut down, lost what she was doing. So she started making these Nona mutt balls, which are dog treats, and they're delicious and they're nutritious, and they have sizes depending upon how big your dog is, how old your dog is, or how young your dog is. And she really has been doing great with that. And we're really proud of that kind of a situation, because I think that's the story that we talk about all the time when we're doing something like this small business Independence Day celebration. You know what? I can't be happier to be here and to be helping out and to be guiding you through all these great businesses that we've heard from. And we still have some more to come, right? We still have a couple more things to come, or are we just kind of wrapping it up there, Jen? I don't know. Okay. There's always food here too, by the way. There always seems to be food here. Magic. We had projection art last night. We had hula hoop dancers. We had the Great Leverage dance theater do what they do right from their own apartments and houses and stuff, and they all seem to
We're
be
still
in
here,
perfect timing.
Nick. I just couldn't figure out how to unmute us, so I'm so sorry.
Did you hear anything I said?
I heard everything you said.
Okay, I'm just checking.
In St. Louis, I always listen.
But some of the stories we heard are just exactly everything that we talk about. Taking, lemons. I hate to use that cliche, taking lemons and making lemonade out of it, really.
Yeah, my son literally did that. He started a lemonade stand today.
It's lemonade, man. Read the sign.
It was awesome.
So we had a veteran come in today. His name is Sam Alvarez, and he fought in Iraq, got PTSD. Talk about taking something and turning it into something positive. He takes veterans who have PTSD, teaches them how to build a race car from the bottom up. You should love this, Jim. They go like 150 miles an hour. I don't know, maybe more, who knows? And it doesn't, and then the guys, after they build these race cars, they get to drive those cars on a racetrack. And guess what? It doesn't matter how bad your disability is. They will figure out how you can drive the car. A quadriplegic who the gas is blowing on a tube and then sucking on the tube is the brake. I mean, there's nothing that can hold these guys back from what they want to do. And, PTSD is something real. It's something that I don't think you ever get over. I think you kind of struggle with that forever. And Sam turned it around and made a great effort to get these guys, get their adrenaline flowing is really what it is, with all that adrenaline that happens while you're in combat. DriveOnMotorsports.org is the name of his organization. It's a nonprofit, 314-660-3313. Sam is a great guy. He's a gentleman, served our country, and I thanked him for that. And that's the kind of thing. You can quadriplegic and you can still drive a race car. That's the kind of drive and perseverance we're talking about.
Yeah, and the thing, Vic, I got to tell you, I've known Sam now for a little less than a year. Just an amazing guy, and wanted to take something that happened to him and the struggles that he went through and figure out how to make it so others didn't struggle. And I just, it's people like Sam Alvarez and all the people we've heard from today that just remind me of why, and I don't want to speak for you, Larry, but it's why we do what we do. we went through a ton of struggles. We've had failures, major, monumental, epic failures. But we've had great successes too. And part of this was about letting the people that are out there going through the struggles know that it's okay to trip and fall. It's okay to stumble, but it's not okay to lay on the ground and lick your wounds. You gotta get up and you gotta get going. And I think everybody that we've had on the show over these last 3 days has shown that they're willing to do what it takes to get going and keep moving forward.
And I think that, some of the creativity, like you and Gabe were out on the hill and that concert was going on the roof. I mean, that's just creativity right there. Can't bring people inside. We got a roof. It's outdoors. Let's put the band out there. That's the kind of thinking I think we all have to get into.
I really would have thought that they would have opened with "The Roof Is on Fire," but they didn't. It was really, that to me is the only blown opportunity of the whole 3-day event. Is not playing that.
I just also want to add, when I was struggling and when I went through some of the lowest times in my life, it really helps to have a collaborative environment, whether it's NextCore or whether it's another type of environment you're in. But you want to be around people that are like driving you in the direction that you want to go, and having that positivity, having that friendships, and having the ability just to really be true to yourself and to learn from others is real important. At least it was for me.
I learned something these last 3 days from Jennifer Hayes, the abstract painter from here in St. Louis, who said that other painters in town are not her competition, not her enemy. They're just her collaborative community to get together and help each other out. Same thing with Stephon West with the Black Wall Street Challenge. You come eat at my restaurant, then I'll come eat at yours, and you pay it forward. It's a community.
Right, you gotta eat. You gotta eat, and I love that. Stephon's a great guy. We talked to him during the first Streamathon about what he was doing and what he was trying to accomplish. And I asked him a question, and this is just the heart of St. Louis. I asked him if he had monetized what he was doing, and he said that's not what it's about yet. It's about getting the stories out there so people can feel like they're a part of something and have their stories told, which is exactly what this was. And I know we are quickly running out of time here, and we got some people on standby. There's a call. Who's that?
It's Twins Red Carpet.
All right, we're going to kick it back over to you guys. To close.
All right, you do that. We're going to talk to Ted. He's over at the Parkside Grill. Ted, how you doing, buddy? Ted, you got us? Hi, Ted. Lean in a little more. Ted. Hi, Ted. How are you, buddy? I can't hear you.
Do we have audio with Ted?
Do the audio thing. Hi, everybody at Parkside Grill. Ted figure out how to do his audio? Can you guys hear me? Somebody raise your hand over there if you can hear me. That guy's pointing at me. Maybe he hears me. What?
He's at Barlino's South, that Parkside Grill.
She just can't see Bartolino South is where everybody is. Bartolino South. You guys hear me? They don't hear me. It doesn't matter where they are. All right. While they're working on their audio, I want to thank everybody who did get involved today and everybody who showed up, whether it be here in the studio or by video conferencing, especially those dancers. The Leverage Dance Theater were really great. All right, we'll have to get back to Bartolino South. We're getting the wrap it up sign. So thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of NextCore's small business celebration, our Independence Day celebration for small business. Thanks to all the small businesses who were involved. Thanks to the staff here who put up with everybody and long hours. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Thanks so much, and we'll see you for the next time we get together to talk about small business from NextCore.
This is my company, Twins Red Carpet Auto Detailing. Can't wait to book you for an appointment.
Call 314-391-9100 to reserve your appointment.
Yeah, so I actually worked in the districts for 8 years before I started my company, and I saw a lot of students that were what I call the skaters, the ones that were really struggling, but maybe not necessarily enough to garner the attention that they needed. And those were the ones that were kind of the catalyst for me starting my company. Throughout all of this crazy COVID stuff, I've seen even more and more students struggling, and a lot of students sometimes they do well with the virtual stuff, but a lot of them don't. And a lot of them are struggling emotionally, a lot of them are struggling academically, and when you compound all of that in isolation, it just makes it even harder. And my passion is my students. I love my kids. I always talk about my kiddos as my students, so I'm here for them. So my company is Willow Tree Tutoring, and our goal is to help students be the best version of themselves in whatever capacity that is. So we talk about building foundations for brighter futures, and I like to talk about the car analogy. Some kids, they have all four wheels, and sometimes they're missing one of those wheels, whether it was a rough year in school or they were born with some issue that's kind of holding them back a little bit. If you're missing that fourth wheel, you're still not going anywhere. So we help them find that fourth wheel and get them moving on the road. So the first thing that we always do is we start off with an assessment and a consultation. We look at things from emotional stance, we look at academic, we test their IQ level, we look at everything from where they're coming from, where they're at, and what benchmarks they should be. And when we look at all three of those together, then we can come up with a curriculum and a plan that fits specifically for that student.
Okay, where are you located?
We are located in St. Charles, and our address is 1000 Mid-Rivers Mall Drive. We're in Suite 16, and we have an office in St. Charles, but we also offer virtual sessions, so we can help students all over the United States. Yeah, we've actually added a lot of services. We've increased our ACT program, so now we offer that as a virtual group class, and we have one-on-one sessions to help raise the ACT scores. We also included a homework help hotline, and this is something that's really cool that can help families with those short questions. Let's say you don't need an entire hour of tutoring, but you just have a 15-minute question, or you need help in a walkthrough of how do I do this assignment. You can call us and we can put together a video or sign in virtually, and we usually use Zoom. So we'll sign in and do a virtual session. It can be as little as 15 minutes or an hour or however long your student needs. So that's been really helpful for a lot of families. So St. Louis community is, and St. Louis and St. Charles in general, cover a large square mile radius, but this is one of those few areas in the entire country that everybody knows somebody. You can live 50 miles apart and run into somebody at a coffee shop and say, oh yeah, my brother actually lives down the street from you, or my teacher is the same teacher that teaches your kid. And when you look at our community, it's such a tight-knit community. We support our local people, we support our communities, our local business owners, our kids, and everybody bands together to help them. So when your neighbor is in need, you see a lot of neighbors coming together in the communities on the Nextdoor app and all of these different things to help those people that need it. And all you have to do is ask for help, and you turn around, there's 25 people at your door ready and willing to help you.
just think about our son. He'll be like see me freezed up. All could see the love, turning of the shadow above. Even though he ain't got money, I still love and you need everything. Reaching the love. In the morning when I rise, bring tears to my eyes and tell me everything is gonna be alright. She's old, I was very kind, never got. It was a sorry guy. I smile on my face, girl, cheers my name. I'm too scared. Oh, they'll be the same. Even though you ain't got money, I'm sure the love with you, honey, and everything. Reaching the love. In the morning when I rise, really tears to my eyes, tell me everything's gonna be alright. I see some blue eyes, a very good sound, strong and kind. Every little boy's mine. I see family that once but love. But I'm just they'll go fly to the sun. Even though they got money, I sure love living money. Everything reaching your love. In the morning when I rise, bring tears to the light. Tell me everything gonna be alright. Reaching the love. In the morning when I rise, bring tears to my eyes and tell everything gonna be alright. Love the girl who holds the world in the paper cup. I'll drink it up. Love her ass don't bring us all love. If she flies ahead for mine, you gotta take it. Don't you know along? Time around, come on, girl. You know they got money. I'm sure love money and everything will bring it. In the morning when I rise, bring tears to my eyes. Tell me everything's gonna be alright. Yeah, that's right, get up, Teddy, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Stacey.
And I'm Dorian Delore.
We are both living in St. Louis, Missouri, and are musicians and artists. So, Dorian, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and the art that you make?
I am a touring musician as well as a producer. I have lived in St. Louis most of my life. I was born and raised here. Some of the bands that I've worked with have included Stitched Apart, Cyclone 9, Fashion Bomb, as well as my current band, The Obscene Kiss.
Great. So how has COVID and the lockdown affected you in your ability to work?
With none of the bands out there having the freedom to tour or perform live right now, most of us, if not all of us, have had to switch to taking all of our business online and really trying to thrive in the online community and all the different platforms like Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music.
Okay. So what do you plan to do after COVID?
After COVID, I definitely would like to return to the live part of what I do, just because it's something that I've been missing for quite a while now, even before the epidemic. Right now, with everything going on, I don't feel like I'm missing too much, just because all of the bands out there are kind of a little bit on a hiatus, if you will, from just the live part of the entertainment industry. So obviously, once that becomes a thing again, I'll be very excited.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. I myself have been in St. Louis for several years working as a live musician and then also working as a model and doing event modeling, promotional modeling. I work for Ameristar at Rise as one of the go-go dancers and for Vivant Entertainment as an entertainer, as well as Events by Cat doing liquor promotions and all kinds of large events. So, and I play in a cover band called ADD, which I love. I've noticed really that with working musicians and artists, we tend to rely on gigs for money, of course, like anybody would. And now that that is not an option, that has kind of leveled the playing field for everybody. And in a sense, I have chosen to view that as an opportunity. Being at home also means pursuing art and pursuing those passion projects that sometimes get shelved. So for me, that's been things like visual art. I've started drawing, which I haven't done in a long time, and writing more, taking guitar lessons, taking on a vocal student, which inspires me to work on my own vocals. And I know for myself that I really am excited about getting to take that out again when things open up. I feel like I have a lot to take out to the public. I feel like you have a lot to take out to the public because I've been watching you work tirelessly. If you're stuck at home, you almost have every opportunity to be a full-time musician or a full-time artist because you're not having anything else get in the way of that. So I guess we'll see everybody out there when this is all over.
Hey guys, I'm Dorian.
I'm Stacy.
And thank you guys for watching Chant for Eschaton 2000 Girlfriend Edition.
Hey. So please share, like, and subscribe.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for the St. Louis Small Business Celebration. Today, we are here to support the many small business owners and their triumphs through this very challenging time. I personally have had such an amazing experience just hearing these voices, hearing these stories, and celebrating those serious struggles that have, kind of gone through each of these business owners. I personally, and I hope you, the viewers at home, are really, really excited to kind of cap off the celebration, but also time to reflect. It's time to look back at all of the businesses that we've showcased, but also those small businesses that we may not have. You may know a handful of small businesses in your neighborhood who, they have struggled, but you still continue to stay with them. You still continue to shop. Maybe it's curbside pickup. Maybe it's online ordering, whatever it is. You still are true to them and they are there to continue supporting you. It's really important to look at these business owners and just applaud them because let me tell you, it doesn't seem like an easy position. For me, as a content developer here, I've had such a great time going out, filming these small businesses, getting their story out there, and editing it together to create a piece that we all have witnessed over the past 3 days. I mean, please, let's just take a second and recognize the kind of value that small businesses bring to St. Louis. And let's be real.
Andrew out of Carter Shelby. I am a young business owner and I own a lemonade stand. Kool-Aid, regular lemonade that's in a can. And I'm gonna separate some Jolly Ranchers for a snack, like a tiny candy snack. It's because I want to make money so I can buy myself a pet and donate to charity. I would donate to the hospital.
Which hospital?
Any hospital, like the St. Louis Hospital,
Why?
to help people with COVID. And I want to own a full-on business place for lemonade. Or own a business place full of dogs. That is my dream right now, my dream. Don't be scared. Fight your way through. Because usually some people got scared, or like me. I got scared, so I wanted to do this tomorrow. And so I'm doing this now.